Well, everyone can master grief, but he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
Nay, there is no appearance of fancy in him. Unless it be a fancy, he hath a strange disguise. As to be a Dutchman today and a Frenchman tomorrow, or in the shape of two countries at once. A German from the hip downward, all slops, and a Spaniard from the waist up, no doublet. Unless he hath a fancy to his foolery, as it appears he hath. For indeed, he is no fool for fancy, as you would have it appear he is.
If he be not in love with some woman, there's no believing old signs. Brushes his hat o' mornings. What should that bode?
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No, but the barber's man hath been seen with him, and the old ornaments of his cheeks have already stuffed with tennis balls.
Indeed, he looks younger than he did. By the loss of a beard.
Nay, or rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much as to say, the sweetness in love.
The greatest note of it is his melancholy.
And when was he wont to wash his face?
Yea, or to paint himself, for the which I hear they say of him.
Nay, but his jesting spirit, which is now crept into a lute string, and now governed by stars.
Indeed, this tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude he is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
I would that I know too. I warn one that knows him not.
Yes, and his own conditions. And in spite of all, she dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Yet is it no charm for the toothache. Hold, senor. Come with me. I have 8 or 9 words that these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their parts with Beatrice. Now the two bears will bite one another once they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private.
If it pleases you yet, Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that, for he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not, and let that appear hereafter, and ain't bettered myself by that I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in tears of heart, hath hope to effect, in fact, ensuing marriage, surely to spent and labor in bestowing.
Why? What's the matter?
I have come hither to tell you, for circumstances showed, she's been too long a talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she? Leonardo's hero? Your hero? Every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. I could say she were worse. Think you of a worse title, and I would fit her to it. Wonder not till further warrant. Go, but with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber, window, enter, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, wed her, but it would better suit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you trust not that which you see, confess not that you know. I will show you enough. But when you've seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I should see anything tonight, why I should not marry her tomorrow at the congregation where I should wed. There! Will I shame her?
As I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will spare you no farther to you, my witness. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
O day untowardly turn.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarting!
A plague right well prevented. So will you say when you've seen the sequel.
So,
Nay, that be a punishment too good for them. They should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
We'll give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
First, who think you the most desertless man to be constable?
You Oatcake, sir, or George Cynical. For they can write and read.
Come hither, neighbor Sickle. God hath blessed you with a good name. To be a well-favored man is a gift of fortune, but to write and read comes by nature.
Both good, Master Constable.
You have, I knew, to be answered. Well, for your favorite wine, give God thanks, and make no boast of it. As for your writing and reading, let that appear there be no need of such vanity. You, I thought you to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge, which comprehend all that men, and bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How will that stand?
Why then, let him know, and presently call the rest of the watch together and thank God you are rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, then he is none of the prince's subjects.
True. And there are none with none but the prince's subjects. You are also to make no noise in the streets, for the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We'll rather sleep than talk. We know it belongs to a watch.
You speak like a most ancient and quiet watchman, for I not should see how sleeping should have been. Only take care that your bills be not stolen. You are also to call out all the alehouses, and bid those that are drunk, get them to bed.
What if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. If they make you not then the better answer, why, you may say, they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief in the night, you may suspect him, by virtue of your office, to be no true man, and for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, why the more for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think that they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceable way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself for what he is, and steal out of your company.
You've always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I was not hang a dog by my will, much more a man who has any honesty in him.
If you hear a baby crying in the night, bid the nurse come and still it.
What if the nurse stays asleep and won't hear us?
Why then, depart in peace, and let the child wake her with crying. For the ewe that will not hear her lamb when it begs will never answer a calf when he bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of your charge. You, Master Constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in the night, you may stay.
By Our Lady, I think I cannot.
5 shillings 1 on it, with any man that knows statutes, he may stay him. Marry, not without the prince be willing. For the watch ought to offend no man. It is offense to stay a man against his will.
By Our Lady, I think I can.
Ah ha ha. Well, good night, neighbors. If there be any matter of weight chances, call at me. Keep your fellows' counsels and your own. And good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Sit upon the church mantle too, and all to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you much about Signor Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there's a great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you.
What's Conrad?
Peace, stir not.
Conrad, I say.
Here, man. I'm at my elbow.
Mass and my elbow wished. I thought there was a scab to follow.
Hello, the Antwerp. And now on with that tale.
Stand thee close then under this penthouse for drizzle's rain, and I, like a true drunkard, will utter all to thee.
Some treason, masters. Stand close.
Therefore know that I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask, if possible, any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need like the God bells priest in the old church window. Sometimes like the shaven Hercules in the smirched worm-eaten tapestry, where his codpiece seems as mossy as his club.
All this I see, and has even fashion words out more, proud little man. But art not thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out of thy tale into telling me of the fashion?
Not so, neither. But know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman. By the name of Hero.
Oh!
She leans me out of her mistress's chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I should first tell thee how Don Pedro, Count Claudio, and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don John, saw afar off in the orchard this amiable Count.
And thought they Margaret was hero?
2 of them did, the prince and Claudio. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, and partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio, enraged, swore that he would meet Hero as he was appointed the next morning at the temple, and there, in front of the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw overnight, and send her home again without a husband. We charge you in the prince's name! Stand!
Call up the right master constable. We have here recovered the most dangerous piece of luxury ever known in the Commonwealth.
And one deformed is among them. I know him. He wears a lock.
Masters! You'll be made. Bring deformed forth. I warrant you. Masters!
Never speak. We charge you to come with us and obey us. We are like to prove a goodly commodity being taken up with these men's bills.
I command thee to question. I warrant you. Come, obey you.
If Princess Beatrice and desire her to rise, I will, lady, and bid her come hither. Well,
Troth, I think your other robots were better.
pray, good Meg, I'll wear this.
Why, my trust not so good? I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
I like the new attire with an excellency, if the hair were a thought browner, and the gowns was for a fashion fade. I saw the Duchess of Milan's gowns, they praise so.
Oh, that exceeds, they say.
By my trust, a nightgown in respect of yours, cloth of golden cuts, lace with silver, set with pearls, down sleeves, side sleeves, and skirts, and round underboard with blue tinsel. But for a fine point and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 on.
God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon, by the weight of a man. Fie upon thee! Art thou ashamed? Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not her lord honorable without marriage? I suppose you'd have me say, saving your reverence a husband. But bad thinking, do not rest, true speaking. I'll offend nobody. Is there any harm in heavier for a husband? None, I think, and it be the right husband and the right wife. Otherwise, 'tis light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice else. Here she comes. Good morning, cuz. Morning, Harold.
Why, how now? Let's sing this in tune. And I recall another tune, methinks.
Claps in the light of love. That goes without burden. You sing and I'll dance it.
Ye light of love with your heels. Then if your husband have stables enough, you shall see he shall lack no barn.
Oh, illegitimate construction. I scorn that with my heels.
It's almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceedingly ill.
Hey-ho. For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
With the letter that begins them all, H.
Well, and you not be turn. There's no more sailing by the star.
What means the fool, bro?
Nothing, but God send everyone's their heart's desire.
But your
wives, as do other women.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gown.
With John, the prince, the count, Senior Benedict, John, and all the gals of town have come to fetch you to church.
Help me to dress, good cause, good man, good Ursula.
What you with me, honest neighbor?
Mary, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief her for you. It's a busy time for me.
Mary, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is.
What is it, my good friends?
Good man, Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not so blunt as God help. I would desire they were, but in face as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God that I am as honest as any man living. That is, no man honester or older than I am.
Comparisons are odorous, clamorous, neighbor Burgess.
All I see is a me, huh?
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are but the poor duke's officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious a king, I would find it to bestow it all on your worship. For I hear a good exclamation on your name as any man in this city, and though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain some good to say.
Oh, you see, our watch tonight, except at your worship's presence, has taken a couple of as errant knaves as any in Messina.
An old man, sir, he will be talking, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God help us. It is a world to see. Well, said I faith, neighbor Burgess. God's a good man, and true men ride a horse. One must ride behind. An honest soul, I faith, neighbor Burgess is, as ever broke bread. But God is to be worshipped. All men are not alike. Alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, neighbor, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave you.
One word more, sir. Our watch have indeed comprehended 2 auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself. I'm in great haste as I appear unto you.
It shall be so, yes.
I must leave you. Drink some wine, there you go. Fare you well.
My lord, they stay for you to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, partner, go. Get you to Francis Seagull. Bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the gallery. We are to examination these men.
And we must do it wisely.
I warrant thee, we shall spare for no wits. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the gallery.
Come you hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No. To be married to her, friar. You come to marry her.
Come you hither, my lady, to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know of any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you, on your souls, to utter it.
Know you any? Hero.
None, my lord. Know you any, count?
I did not his answer. None.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do without knowing what they do.
Now, interjections. Come, we have some laughing.
Standing by, friar. Father, by your free and unconstrained soul, do you give me this maid, your daughter?
As surely, son, as See, Prince, I speak not you.
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that I've gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Oh, this is sore. Do I have a dream?
Sir, these things are spoken, and they are true. Leonardo, stand out here. Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face heroes, or our eyes our own?
Oh, this is so, but what of this, my lord?
Let me move but one question to your daughter. And by your fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
How am I beset? What cabbage has I call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can plot that name with any just approach?
Marry that can, hero. Hero himself can let out hero's virtue. What man was he? Talked with you yesterday, outside your chamber window, betwixt 12 and 1. Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maiden. Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear, but upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this most aggrieved count did see her, hear her at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who, indeed, most like a liberal villain, hath confessed the vile encounters they've had 1,000 times in secret.
Fine, they are not to be named, my lord, not to be spoken of. There is not chastity enough in language without offense to utter it. And thus, pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
Oh, hero! What a hero hast thou been, if half thy outward graces have been placed upon thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair! Farewell, thou pure and piety, and in by his purity. For thee, I'll look up all the gates of love, and on thy island shall conjecture hid, to turn all beauty into thoughts of harm. And never shall it more be gracious.
Hath no man sort of a point for me?
Why now, how, cousin hero?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light. Smother her spirits up.
I should think this a go. How does the lady?
Does I think? Uncle? Hero? Uncle's Signor Benedict Friar.
Fate is a Pharaoh's cover for a shame.
Why, how now, cousin hero? Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? What doth the every earthly claim to shame upon her? For she hath denied and searched for blood. Do not leave her, do not